Hey guys, it's Jen over at worldofjencraft.com, and this is card number 2 as promised, using the little Christmas tree light bulb. If you have not seen my other video, number 1, this is the card that we made yesterday, and then the other 2 cards that we also created. And these were created for my card class in September, but I am now offering it as a create and take with a minimum purchase over on my website, worldofjencraft.com. So if you're interested, make sure to hop on over there and check it out. In the meantime, let's get started with this card. The ribbon that I used is the Emerald Envy crinkled seam binding ribbon. I don't know, I'm just a ribbon girl, so I love it all, but I really do like this stuff a lot. The Watts of Occasions stamp set is what I used for all 4 of my cards. Love its versatility. For the framelits, I used the layering circles and the stitched shapes framelits for this particular card. And I also used the softly falling embossing folder and did that with all 4 cards as well. Well, I guess I won't get into that yet. I did use a basic black and an Emerald Envy Stampin' Up marker, basic black and cherry cobbler ink. For cardstock and paper, you are going to need let me get rid of this envelope here, Emerald Envy cardstock, which is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Basic black is going to be a 4 by 5 1/4, a 3/8, and oh yeah, I'm like, what is this for? Oh my, 3/8 by 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 square, a 2 1/2 inch scalloped circle, and a 1 3/4 inch scalloped circle. Whisper white is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, a 2 3/8 inch stitched circle, and a 1 5/8 inch circle. And you're also going to need a scrap for stamping out the light bulb, and a 3 by 3 piece of designer series paper from the Pick a Pattern, which is this Emerald Envy pattern on here. I'm going to go ahead and just get the embossing done and out of the way with. So I'm going to grab out my Big Shot for that, and I'm using my regular platform plus my 2 plates for this. And I know I threw my embossing folder around here somewhere. Here it is. Yay! Found it! It's amazing how quickly things get lost on this small desk space. So let's just throw this in here. Let's see, we're going to go up this way with it and then throw it in here and roll it through and watch the magic happen. And there it is. That's that. So that is going to get adhered to my basic black. And that's just going to have a small peak of the black sticking out. And then we're going to wrap our ribbon around the bottom of it. And that's going to go probably about 3/4 of an inch up from the top of, or up from the bottom of our card. So probably right about here-ish. We're just going to wrap that around each end, and we will tie the bow later. So there, and then we're going to go ahead and stick this on top of our Emerald Envy. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just run a little bit of adhesive over the top of our ribbon so to make sure it just sticks down. And then that's just going to go here onto our card front. And then let's put our pattern paper on top of the basic black. And again, I kept the cardstock just a slight hair larger than our paper. I'm kind of liking the smaller, whatever that is, mat. That's what it is. Oh, smaller mat around my paper lately. Kind of just a little phase I guess I'm going through. And then let's go ahead and we'll layer our Whisper White on top of our black. And as long as I've got my gun out. There. And that's just going to go on top of this scallop circle, and this will go on top of the smaller one. And we're going to stamp our light bulb twice. So it's going to go once on the circle itself. And then we're going to stamp it out on the scrap. And then I'm going to set these two aside for a minute. And we're going to pull out our cherry cobbler. And now that I think about it, I might have said this was real red, but it's not. It's cherry cobbler. And if I did, well, then I was right all along. Okay. And then that's just going to go here on this smaller one. Perfect. Yay. All right. What do I have left to do? So let's go ahead and, we're not popping that up. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just stick that down in the center of my square. There was a lot of layering in here, so I didn't, like for this card, the only thing I popped up was the light bulb that we're going to cut out. And these aren't too difficult to cut out, just pretty simple. Almost, this one was almost just like a circle, complete circle. So, oh, that lid's not going to stay on. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. The allergies are still killing me. So I'm just going to take my basic black marker and just kind of go around the edge of this. Kind of helps give it a finished look. And that I'm also going to, I think I might wait on that for a minute and make sure that is fully dry before I try to color it in. So we'll just stick this on. And that's just going to go down here kind of off to the side in the corner. And I did not use any Stampin' Dimensionals on that. Let's pull out our ribbon while that little bulb is still drying. And we're just going to tie a bow here on the left-hand corner of this ribbon. I love how this ribbon is thin. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but I think it just makes the prettiest bows. And I don't tie, you know, super fancy bows with it. I've seen some really beautiful bows done up with it. But I'm just kind of keeping mine simple. So it's just going to come down, we'll pull it in here. I think I'm going to leave it a little bit bigger than I did my original one. I just think that's so pretty. Alright, I'm going to leave it and then I'm just going to trim it off here. Like so. And then, hopefully now my little tree is dry. And I'm just going to color this in with my Emerald Envy Stampin' Right marker. So nothing too special. And then you guys know how much I love my Wink Castella, so I'm going to go ahead and put Wink Castella over the top of this, which is right over here. And then that's just going to get adhered, not with that, but with a Stampin' Dimensional, or two. I think two will fit on here. And I just realized my card has been out of the picture pretty much this whole entire time. So that's just going to get popped up here, and the last thing we're going to do is put a sparkle on it. And I'm not sure where my tweezers are, but I'll just use the point of my scissors to get this off. And that's just going to come up here at the top of the Christmas tree, and we are done. That is our card today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I do. If you would like, I will have written instructions and a dimensions along with the supply list and the opportunity to receive these 4 cards as a create and take over at my website, worldofjencraft.com. And I will bring these other cards in just for a quick moment. I just think they all turned out really sweet together. So I will talk at you later, and I will, I'll be back. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.